of the National Unity Platform. A registered political party. And at his age of 52, he's married. With trails of responsibility. Yes. Not to leave the country without organization. That is one of the points. For his release. He also makes a ridiculous not to interfere with witnesses who in a case are not known, but even when he gets to know who they are. His credentials for bail are certified by the High Court of the Republic of Uganda. Granted him bail under Section number 013 of 2026. Application number 0013 of 2026. At the International Crimes Division, out of criminal case number 002 of 2026. And that is arising out of another court. So he is not a flight risk. With your permission, I will proceed to introduce the sureties. Honorable Joel, Mr. Secretary, Senyan, Ronald Honorable Joel Senyan, his age is 39 years. He's a resident of Kivumbi zone. Kivumbi zone in Chanja Parish. The member of Parliament on Nagawa West. Nagawa West Division. And is currently the leader of the opposition of Uganda. a personal friend to the accused, a colleague and workmate at the National Platform headquarters, where they both hold offices. The president of the accused and as a spokesperson. His telephone number is 0772 47 He's introduced by a letter from his LC, aforementioned, and a national ID. The letter of worship is dated and the national ID in its original form, and we intend your worship to make copies available electronically to our colleagues for the stage. We made one copy, then the national we undertake made copies. Your worship, Madam Chairman, with your permission, introduce the remaining sureties.
Yes, the Lord has sent I'll start with the Kivumbi. He's 54 years old. He's a lawyer by profession. He's 54 years. Chigundu Yasin. He's 54 years old and president of Gombe MC1, Gombe Town Council, Butambala District, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court. He is introduced as a resident of that village by his chairperson, Simbwa Moses. He has provided an original introduction letter. He has also presented his national ID, provide NIN, CM 690 991 02 M6 5G. Both of which presented to the state. I reiterate, he's a lawyer by profession and also a teacher at Gombe SS. Your Honor, he's a brother-in-law to the accused person and of telephone number 0701 400-307. Telephone contact, Your Honor, is 0701 400 307. Being a lawyer, is aware of his obligations as a surety and has undertaken to abide by all conditions of the surety. Your Honor, the third surety Kivumbi Musa, Your Honor, is 42 years old. He is a resident of Kayenje A, Local Council 1, of Gombe Town Council, Butambala District, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court. His residence is accompanied by an introduction letter by the Vice Chairman and he has also produced a national ID. No, this is Vice Chairperson Mukkooti has presented his obligation. Your Honor is also presented his original national ID, by NIN CM85 099 02 RL7E. He is a businessman and also a supplier of water at Kayenje Town Council, Gombe Council. He is a nephew of the applicant. The fourth surety, we've explained his obligations and he understood them and undertook to abide by any authority. Third is Nantege Udaya. Nantege Udaya, Your Honor, is 56 years old, a resident of Gombe LC1, Gombe Town Council of Butambala District. He has been introduced as such by Chairperson Moses Simbwa, has been introduced by Simbwa Moses. The original letter being given to the state for inspection. She has an original national ID. By CF 710 301 01J CF Your Honor 10 30 101 JQE J. Both originals available to the state for inspection in the court. Your Honor, she is the chairperson of the Women Council of Gombe LC1. She is also a farmer. As a local leader, she stated that she understands her duties and obligations as a human and undertook to abide by any and all as given by this honorable court. She hails from the same locality. The last couple, please. Your Honor, is Mr. Saddam Hussein Semambo. Saddam Hussein Semambo is 35 years old, a resident of Simba A, Local Council 1, of Kivumbi Town Council, Butambala District. Your Honor, he is the mayor, the sitting mayor of Kivumbi Town Council. He has been introduced as such by his residence chairperson, Waswa Peter. The original letter was supplied to the state for inspection. Your Honor, he has also presented his original national ID, valid NIN CM 91, Your Honor, CM 91 099 102 G4XK. Original ID also being presented to the state for inspection and for court. His telephone contact, Your Honor, is 07 57 47 32 79. Your Honor, 0757 47 32 79. He is a local leader in the area of the accused person that has been relating with him as a leader. before His Lordship, the Attorney General representing police, and the UPDF, as late as yesterday and this morning when we appeared, denied having the accused person. That is by affidavit of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mukkooti, dated 20th July 2026, and also relied upon this morning at 11. And also, Your Honor, another affidavit from this was from police as respondent number 2, and another affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel the state represented by these learned colleagues here was categorical as of 11 a.m. that they do not have the applicant for you and accused person now ready for you. It behoves this court to take judicial notice and believe the court of justice. We pray that in view of this submission, the bail already granted by the National Criminal Division, and on the basis of the sureties presented, top of these personal witnesses, that will be pleased to grant bail as paid for. We are most obliged.
In that case, the judge would pray for an adjournment to get the documents, verify the same, and be able to respond to the bail application.
Your Worship, now on this account we object to the prayer for adjournment. The state is partly responsible for the speed with which these proceedings are being conducted. And we painfully wish to state now and we are justified, fortified in stating that the state is acting in bad faith. Your Worship, an accused person who has been in their custody since the 10th day of July has only been presented today. After 19 days of illegal incarceration. Your Honor, the accused has been denied access to a personal doctor, a personal lawyer, the next of kin, and has been denied the protection of Uganda's constitution. Your Honor, the accused, through his brother, Haji Musa Rutaya, filed for habeas corpus on the 16th day of July, 2026. On 17th July 2026, after 4 days, actually after 7 days, the state came to court with an affidavit sworn by a senior police officer, Godwin Tumugumie, which has been submitted to court. And I would invite your worship to, in particular, look at paragraph 7. Your Honor, paragraph 7 states that whereas it is true that the applicant's motor vehicle was stopped at a police checkpoint, he was not arrested, abducted, or detained by the Uganda Police Force. The deponent has not identified the alleged police officers who produced any evidence linking Uganda Police Force to the alleged acts. On that date, Your Worship, the High Court granted an extra 7 days to the state to go back to court and inform the court of the whereabouts. Worship, today, the same state presented the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Musasi, the Director of Civil Affairs at the Ministry of Defense. And in that affidavit, again the state disclaimed responsibility over holding him. Your Honor, the same police that stopped him at a checkpoint in Impiji, from the evidence, has finally produced him before you. Your Worship, what more do you need from citizens? Our submission, therefore, is one, under the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Article 23, every citizen, everybody is entitled to freedom. That's a constitutional guarantee for every innocent citizen. The accused is innocent. It is the duty of the state in seeking to restrict a person's freedom Worship. A national identity card is a public document provided by the government of Uganda. And facilities are available online. For the state to verify the need. Just by a click on your phone. And I do not want to believe that because we find people who cannot do that simple thing if they want. Secondly, Your Honor, this is a clear abuse of the suspect before you. They can dilly-dally and say, genuine documents or not, including their own ID. Worship, it will be an embarrassment for this honor of concluding a job cooked to imperfection. I would therefore invite you to decline the temptation of remanding a person whose medical condition has been placed on your record as worrying him, who has indicated that he has physical evidence of torture, after unlawful detention for those 90 days. Your worship, kindly do not suffer that temptation. The accused has stated that medical evidence was taken by the police surgeon himself, their own medical officer. And I confirm they did it while at police. I asked if a medical examination had been taken of him, and it was confirmed. And the state having stated that inquiries are complete, I know with certainty they have that medical form issued by the police sergeant. I pray one that it be tendered and will be given a copy. Now, they have 2 copies. I have seen them. The national ID of the accused person has finally been availed online, and we are willing to share. And the NIN number is CM7 30 99 103, capital letters HM FD. Your worship, in the unlikely event that you need to grant time to the state, we can concede to 1 hour. 1, to avail the state with physical or hard copies of the documents they want to have physical possession of, including the accused's nationality. They can also use that limited time to deploy some of the police officers who I see littering the compound of this court outside. They are many. And Your worship, I'm conscious with my words. to go to Gombe and Kayenje. Gombe is 1 kilometer from here. Kayenje is 2 kilometers. And they verify what they think they want to verify. But when did this practice of we want to verify documents start? They have not justified it. That cannot be a precondition for bail. Otherwise, it places the state at a different plane, contrary to Article 21 of the Constitution. Your Worship, as citizens, we feel, and I'm making this submission, we feel that we are prejudiced always by court. Treating state prosecutors as superior to accused persons. And this has two catastrophic effects. I'm concerned as an officer of this court. Number one, erosion of the citizens' confidence in the court process. And therefore, abuse of court process. Second one, Your Worship, is congesting our prisons. This takes the notice of the numerical catastrophe. Caused by unwarranted demands. I therefore pray, Your Honor, that you decline to grant the adjournment. To consider grant. But in your alternative and without prejudice to that, may you find pleasure in allowing 1 hour to the state and I mean that give adequate time to the accused to even make copies of the documents. They respond and the plea is to obey. The rest of the documents have been given to them, except the accused's national ID, which we can share with them electronically on their phones if they permit, and we shall immediately proceed to delete their contacts after sending them. If their concern is the privacy of their numbers, we can even allow them to take screenshots. But be pleased. How else, Worship, does this country reward people that have served it? This person has been a member of parliament for this area for 15 years. Sorry, Worship.
Your Worship, Omulungi aliko ow'omusala amata namusajji omuzizayo oba luzira oba kitatunateera paka 11 ogwokuna 11 ogw'omunaana insha Allah omulamuzi tamutadde. Tuli Butambala netwaka mundebadde nfunyo nnyo naye nga bamuzizaayo mpaka nga 11 next month. Tunategeera komera ki gye bamututte oba kitalya oba luzira oba kigo tetunabategeera naye fonnaawo kyetumanyiko nti bamuzizaayo tebamutadde mpaka nga 11. Yes, mpaka nga 11.
Mpandisako okubi mpandisako ekipyo kiramisidi ebibaddeyo byebyo. Omusibe ategeezezza kkooti nti yakubwa era n'atabibwa bujjanjabi bumala kimwetaagisa okukola scan ey'omutwe. Batusaba aweebwe okweyimirirwa ateebwe. Gavumenti n'egamba nti bagiwe obudde, badde esabye endowooza bagiwe ne bwe bwa nkya esobole okwanukula. Ne tulowooza nakyo kibadde tekyetaagisa kubanga bo bamukuumye okuva ng'ennaku z'omwezi 10 okutuusa olwaleero nga ennaku z'omwezi 29. Bukuumi obumenya amateeka, bukomera erimenya amateeka. Abadde mu kifo ekitali gazetege ekitamanyiddwa mu mateeka. Takkirizibwa okulaba looya we, musawo we wadde ow'oluganda lwe nga ssemateeka bw'agamba. Omulamuzi ne tumutegeeza nti gavumenti yetupapizza olwaleero bamugye gye babadde bamukweka gye babadde bagaanye n'okutegeeza kkooti okuva lwe twateekayo okusaba mu kkooti enkulu ennaku z'omwezi 16 omwezi gw'omusanvu. Gavumenti yagaana okwanukula, yagaana okwogera wa gye mukuumi. Abasirikale owa poliisi n'omusirikale w'amagye nga bamwegaana. Naye olwaleero tebatubuulidde oba bamulonze ku kkubo okusobola okumuleeta wano. Nga tebatuwadde na budde kunoonya mpapula kuba babadde bamanyi nti tetujja kusobola kuzifuna. Naye tusobodde okuzifuna mu kaseera mpaawukaaga okuva e Butambala waabwe ne ku kibuga leader of the opposition. Omulamuzi ow'ekitiibwa n'olunaku olw'enkya talubawadde n'abaweera ddala obudde obuwera paka nga 11 omwezi gw'omunaana kwegaye kyatandika ng'okuwamba kakati kyekivuddemu remand. Tubadde n'okweraliikirira kungi olw'okubeera nga munnaffe tumunoonya tetumulaba. Olwaleero waawo ng'omulamuzi tatubuulidde komera mwamurimandinze mwamutwatutte kwa limanda, naye waakiri tumanyi ow'okubuuza Dr. Johnson byabashaija kuba yakulira amakomera gonna mu Uganda. Eyali afudde bw'alemala. Naye kyamukisa mubi nti kati tuteekeddwa mu mbeera ejaguza n'okumanya munnaffe gye bamusibidde naye nga sikiri musibe. Kubanga tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu babasibira gye tutamanyi. Tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu bwe basibwa bakubwa. Bandyagadde nnyo kwegayirira abatusinga amaanyi nti ekituufu ky'amaanyi era tukkiriza tuba tubadde tetulangiriranga nti tukkiriza nti gavumenti y'amaanyi. Naye tugisaba kukolayo kikolwa kimu waakiri kimu ky'amagezi kyokka. Tugambe nti nga bagoberera amateeka. Atagoberera mateeka talina ntobo kukwasisa mateeka. Munnaffe tumusaasira, tumusabira era tujja kukola ebisoboka mu mateeka okulaba nga tumununula. Ebisigadde weesabire nga bw'osabira.
Council, would like to hear from you. Your client just appeared in court. We do not know whether you know where he has been. You were in court earlier on, and the state did not have him. How did he appear in court?
Gwe kyotegeeza nti aboogera oluzungu tebamanyi Luganda?
Council, we just want you to speak to us in that language. Thank you.
Okay. We have not been able to establish where he's been all along because he himself doesn't know. He was blindfolded, taken, and dumped to a place that he does not know, where he received more than a fair share of the beatings until he bled profusely after being hit on the head. That's when they stopped beating. The only treatment he received, he says, was only to stop the bleeding and no more. When their personal doctor came, he said, I do not know what to do with the skull because I need a CT scan, which has not been done. And of course, which will not be done there. So to answer your question, I answer it in the negative. We do not know where he has been. For the rest of the proceedings you are able to follow, we presented sureties within this shortest time. We were able to urge out his case to justify bail. Unfortunately, there is a misunderstanding of the law by so many people. The accused is not supposed to justify his bail because the freedom is guaranteed in the Constitution. Once he satisfies the criteria set out in the bail guidelines to demonstrate that he has a fixed place of abode, is not a flight risk, he has no intention of interfering with witnesses, if any, that are not known to him anyway, it is the state to justify the clawback on his freedom. Unfortunately, the norm seems to be different. Some people think that the person must justify why he should be free. An innocent person is not required under the law to justify his freedom. So with all that, I think the Honorable Court, in its greatest wisdom, has adjourned the matter to 11th, basically another 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks of now quoted lawful incarceration. Very unfortunate.
Council, for
Even that date will come.
clarity, what is it charged with and what are the particulars according to what the state
Honorable
has said?
Kivumbi is charged with managing an unlawful society. I will not take you into the technical intricacies because you know the English say when your enemy is making mistakes, you do not interfere. So for that reason, I will not disclose the technical intricacy with that. I continue to know it alone with my team. The second offense is inciting violence. Again, I will not discuss the technical intricacies of the particulars disclosed in the charge sheet. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much, Council.
Emisango bamuvunaana ekisooka okuddukanya akabiina akamenya amateeka. Ekyokubiri bamuvunaana inciting violence, okukuma omuliro mu bantu. Ebisingako eby'obukugu sijja byogera. Omuzungu agamba omulabe wo bw'aba akola ensobi tomutaataaganya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bamaze.
Yes.
Council Minister toward you. Kale aimbela bwete bwindi e Butambala security eri tight.
Take it in context. One eteeka limenyeddwa. First of all, twali mu kkooti ng'ennaku z'omwezi 17, state n'egamba temulina. Ne tuddayo nga ennaku z'omwezi 21, gavumenti n'egamba temulina. Tuzzeeyo olwaleero ku makya mu kkooti, mu high court. Omukulembeze wa police IGP ne CDF ow'amagye ne baweereza sworn evidence ebirayiro nga police erayira nona Muwanga Kivumbi tetumuyina tukebedde yonna gyeterekera abantu aliyo olwaleero era tubadde mu high court ew'omulamuzi Collins Akira Attorney General n'agenda ku record ng'agamba ebitongole bya gavumenti byonna tebimulina. Awo tufunidde omukisa ne tufuna message nga zivudde mu bannamawulire nti asuuliddwa e Nateete. Ne tugamba omulamuzi. Era omulamuzi n'agamba Attorney General nti bano aba defense baba batyanga bo bali ahead of you. Mugende munoonyereze mukomewo enkya. Era enkya tulina kubeera mu kooti mu high court ku saa 8. Ojua report oba yazuuse oba nedda. Ekitwewuunyisizza kwe kujja ate mu kkooti wano ne tusaba ekisooka state n'ebanga ye muleese kitegeeza poliisi emwewakanye ku ssaawa 5 egambye kkooti kaakati ate nti emulina. Ebyo byonna kkooti bwe bitunuulira bitegeeza ki? Kitegeeza nti abadde akwatiddwa wabweru w'amateeka. Kitegeeza ne kkooti eno yennyini nga tumaze ogiraga nti omuntu abakwatiddwa wabweru w'amateeka nga ne poliisi zibadde zimweganye. Kkooti mu mbeera ya bulijjo mu kuuma eddembe ly'obuntu omuntu bw'ati ate toyongera muteeka mu bamenyi b'amateeka. Kussa ku ssaawa eyo eba unlawful detention. Kaakati eyo Human Rights Enforcement Act kyeyogera. Ne kkooti eno ekimanyi. Kyekyo lwaki omuwolereza wa gavumenti State Attorney abadde clear nti mutwe paka nkya. Twewuunyisizaamu ate kwe tutwongera paka ennaku z'omwezi 11. Kati ebyo byonna bikulaga tutandise okweraliikirira wajja kiraga naye tugenda nga bannamateeka